Jeremiah 17, verse 27. God says, "But if you will not heed me to hallow," that is to sanctify, "the Sabbath day, such as not carrying a burden when entering the gates of Jerusalem on the Sabbath day," what does God say He's going to do? "Then I will kindle a fire in its gates, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem, and it shall not be quenched." Was Jerusalem destroyed because she was trampling upon God's holy Sabbath? Absolutely. This text needs to be studied along with the passage in Ezekiel. You see, the wine represents the counterfeit or apostate teachings of an apostate Christendom. It represents pagan practices that have come into the church. It represents doctrines that are contrary to Scripture. And unfortunately, we live in a world today, in a postmodern world, where truth doesn't matter very much anymore. People say, let's just get along. Let's just love one another. Let's not debate and talk about truth or doctrine. It doesn't make any difference. God says that it makes a difference, because He contrasts the wine with the truth of the first angel's message. In fact, do you know, folks, that the great trial at the end of time is going to be whether you accept the truth of God or whether you accept the counterfeit and the miracles that are performed by the Antichrist. Notice 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verses 9 through 12. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 9 through 12. It speaks about the coming of the Antichrist. We'll deal with this later in this series. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs and lying wonders. Notice that the Antichrist is going to do marvelous works, miracles that we can't deny. And with all unrighteous deception among those who perish. Why do they perish? Why are those who follow the Antichrist, who accept miracles, going to perish? Notice. And with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive what? The love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this reason, God will send them strong delusion. It's not that God is doing it, it's that God is allowing it to happen because people choose it that way. In the Bible, God is spoken of as causing that which He allows. And so it says in verse 11, "And for this reason, God will send them strong delusion, that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness." Does truth matter, my dear folks? Truth matters. Doctrine matters. Our practices matter. Jesus said, "Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth." This book has objective truth. And anyone who teaches contrary to the objective truth of this book is to be feared, according to Scripture, because what they're doing is sharing wine, the wine of Babylon. This is the reason why God calls His people out of Babylon.